Karma clap.
And welcome back to Gorgeous Pandemonium. I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Charyssa. We're super excited to have you here with us for another episode where we dive into the big things, the little things, the holiday things, and all the gorgeous chaos in between.
Ayo! So grab your favorite drink, whether it's soda pop, water, or eggnog, or anything else, a little stronger.
Spiked or not.
Spiked or not. Get comfy, and let's get into it.
All right.
Pew, pew. So today,
What episode number are we?
29. 29?
29? 29?
Yeah, all 29. Here we are. We believe with Gorgeous Pandemonium that holidays are magical and stressful and beautiful and a little bit feral, just like us.
Yes, all the things.
And today we're going to give you guys the real guide to holiday self-care, not the Pinterest kind, because although half my life is on Pinterest.
Mm-hmm. Got all the holiday boards.
But we're taking a more unhinged
and
sleigh ride through this through this winter wonderland. So let's just hop right in.
Let's hop in.
You go.
Okay. Are we gonna do word of the day?
Yes, we are.
Man, you almost forgot.
Oh, I did almost forget. No, I was like, why are you? You're just letting me you always just let me do whatever I want, which is nice.
Always.
It's fantastic. Okay. I feel like one of these is going to be the best for us.
I like green. Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. It's a noun, a noisy commotion, or ado. Similar words. Brouhaha. Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo. It's H-U. Hullabaloo. Big stink, ruckus. See also tantrums. Whenever there's a kerfuffle, Mr. Squid inks over.
Oh, you guys made me ink. Hello, Busafina.
Okay, a noisy commotion. The holidays.
The holidays
it just
are
fits in.
A kerfuffle.
A kerfucking-fuffle.
A kerfucking-fuffle. I like that. Hey. Okay, so word of the week. Try music. Kerfuffle.
You got this.
Charyssa, you're going to start us off today.
I am. Yes. So we have a couple different things we're going to talk through. The first one, we are talking through the myth of cozy December. Like you mentioned, Pinterest boards, Instagram, social media, all of it tells us that December is all blankets and cocoa. It's this beautiful, magical season, right?
It's the aesthetic videos I play in my living room constantly. Those, they keep me safe.
Sorry, you do.
Go on.
100%. But in reality, we're overstimulated, overbooked, and one Christmas song away from lip singing.
If I have to hear Mariah Carey one more time, I might drop kick someone.
Yeah, I know that everyone's like, "Oh, she's thawing out. Christmas is here." Oh, I'm not a fan of
that
her
song?
music. No,
I've never been a fan of her music.
no.
Like, you can cancel us if you want, but at least we're honest.
True. We will never lead you astray here.
Although I will say, I'm pretty sure it was her. She did. This is a gap fact, but I'm pretty sure it's a real fact. She sued one of her exes for wasting her time. And that is something I can 1000% get behind. I'm like, okay.
That's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure it was her that did that.
Did she win?
Uh-huh.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't care for your music, but I really like that move. That was a
I
really
like your
good one.
attitude.
I like your attitude. There's a few people I'd like to sing.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Claims court, here we come. I love that.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hijack that with one Christmas song, and here we go. Let's go court.
Goes against the pleasing aesthetic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is people pleasing. It gets so much worse in December.
I think it gets worse starting November.
That's fair.
Like, granted, now as we're airing, we're in December, but I think it starts with Thanksgiving.
100%. Sorry, go on. No, you're totally good. So November, December, the holidays, the parties, the just all of the things, and meeting the standard of what social puts out of what December should be, right? It carries this unspoken expectation to be cheerful, social, available, and on always. Especially the cheerful, because tis the season, right?
Yeah.
It's the time of happiness and family and not say what you have to say.
I feel like December is the time of year that I get the whole, you should smile more often
Oh, yes.
from bitch ass people, bitch ass men that don't know me.
Yes.
It's like, okay, if I wanted to smile, I would, because I have a nice freaking smile. I like my smile. It's one of the things I do like about myself. I like a lot about myself.
Not everyone deserves it, though.
Not everyone deserves my fucking smile.
Yes.
Just like they don't deserve my energy. So fuck right off, Mr. Whoever you are at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure, like,
Why do you feel the need
why?
to say that to people? You don't have the right to come up and say that to someone.
Exactly. And yet, because I am a little bit feisty sometimes, there are some people, like, not people, just men. Well, I mean, men are people too, but like, that I just really want to like walk up to be like, you should smile more.
You're prettier when you smile.
Yeah, you look nicer when you smile. And then I'm afraid they would smile at me. That's why I don't do it. I'm like, what if they actually did? And
they do, and then you're like, oh, never mind. Don't. Just
so I don't. But yeah, that's when I get those comments a lot more. Not that I don't smile normally. It's just that when I am overstimulated and overwhelmed and I'm at the store and I've forgotten things on my way to... It's a cat. I was like, did you see that?
I did, but I heard the pop.
If you're on YouTube, you just saw that happen. It was just bad that.
What you can't see is the below. There's a cat.
We left off on me complaining about men telling me.
Yeah, people feel like you just have to have the holiday spirit because it's that time of year. And we just magically, that should just make everybody happy.
And yet it doesn't. It actually, like schmooshmide. I don't know what's allowed on certain platforms. So schmooshmide skyrockets this time of year.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think December and January have the highest rates of depression. I don't know about schmooshmide. Probably. It's this
holiday season because it's the time where everyone's supposed to get together with family.
Yes. It's so
and be together.
Isolating.
Especially if you don't have a safe space. And
a couple other things that we'll hop into. So as far as people pleasing goes.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. That can come into play because, and this is, I mean, again, kind of what we were just saying, it's not the case for everybody, right? The level of these things are different. But there's a lot of invitations, family parties, friend parties, personal, but not personal, work parties. I mean, even just like all the different places and companies around you have different family things you can go to and different lights you can go experience and all the different things, right? Sometimes these are opportunities to abandon yourself and your needs, which is where the people pleasing comes into play, right? You are expected to say yes. You're expected to bring things. You're expected, especially as women and mothers, we are expected to help plan and to like really like make the food and bring all the things and make sure everything is going to, go so smoothly and be such a solid event. And sometimes our brain tells us, just say yes. It's easier. It's once a year. Like it'll all be over soon. It's fine. It's almost like declining is not an option.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting. And even so saying that there's so much expected from women, there's even things outside of what I listed, right? It's also managing everyone's feelings and making sure that even though potentially you've helped plan this and you've helped cook and you've helped decorate and you've helped get everybody here, but now that everybody's here, you're hosting and you're managing that everybody feels okay. You're managing that the food is out for people to get, and you're managing that, You know, if we're doing
Temperatures are right.
activities, yeah, just all the things. You are checking all the boxes and making sure all the things. It's also the things, like we said, being posted on social media of like the magical, here's what I just took my kids to do, this whole beautiful, magical thing. And it's put out that, especially if you have kids, it has to be so magical. And if you don't make it magical and you don't do all these extra things, that you're not providing the right type of Christmas for your kids or the right type of holiday. I mean, I'm sure this is with other holidays too, but I'm like, the people who can like have the ability to decorate their entire house in one theme, and they decorate every single room, and it's so perfect and it's so beautiful. And, you know, I'm over here like, I don't have all that stuff. I don't even have the mental energy to put all that stuff up, even if I did have it. Like, that's so much. But looking at the pictures on social, it looks so pleasing and so beautiful. Sorry, I feel like I'm being very scripted here.
I don't think you actually do not sound scripted at all, in my opinion.
Thank you.
IMO.
IMO. December is basically people-pleasing season disguised as holiday cheer.
Boom. Shit, son.
Yeah, strong. Mic drop.
Say it again to the people in the back.
So, pivoting a little bit to with the beautiful holiday face, right, of what is presented, neurodivergent individuals and our brains and how we handle this time of year is a struggle, a super big struggle. There's so many, like, there's changes in routine. With neurodivergent brains, we rely on structure and predictability and systems and anchors, and the holidays can just dissolve all of that, right?
For sure.
And depending, like, everybody, the situation could be different, right? But especially, like, if you have kids, they have, like, I don't know about everybody else's kids. My kids have, like, basically 2 weeks off school. And that's crazy. That's a super long time, which, like, is so great for the kids. But, like, obviously, I don't get that time off. I have to work, which is crazy. I will say we are actually blessed, and James gets that time off of work. It aligns perfectly with the kid. Well, almost perfectly with the kids' break, which I have never heard of another company that does that. So that is something that we're blessed with. But it's still like it's still hectic for me and my ADHD brain, because I'm still working the whole time. I mean, I have a few days off, but
it's not the same.
I'm still working most of that time. But it's also like if you're traveling, and not only are you traveling, but so is everybody else. So travel is so hectic, and like depending upon when you can get your flight in or your drive in, like what time it is, and all the different places that you have to be, because normally, you know, like especially I will say during the work week, like there's things that we do on the weekend, but like during the holiday season, it's like every day is something. Like it's not just Saturdays and Sundays, or I guess traditional weekends. Not everybody works Monday through Friday, but like for me, it's so much easier to do stuff on the weekends, but having stuff come up on like Monday through Thursday night throws such a wrench in so many things for myself specifically, but also my family, my children. I mean, we're all very neurodivergent, so anything out of the routine is a little bit crazy. But it's also like sensory overload is everywhere. There are lights, bright lights, flashing lights, changing lights, lights in shapes of cool things. That like there's lights everywhere and music everywhere, which like the music can be fun and it can be beautiful, but it can also be a lot depending upon where you're at. It can be a whole kerfuffle, right? Of things, overload of noise. You're in a place to see these wonderful lights, and so is 20,000 other individuals and their kids, and everything is so loud and the lights are so bright, and there's Christmas music and there's hot cocoa and you're cold and like all the things. Like it can be so overwhelming. And going shopping, the crowds, all the decorations, just so many things happening all at once. Executive functioning can be so hard. I mean, that's so hard regularly, but all the things that you have to do, the shopping, the planning, the keeping track of all the events, managing your kids and where they're going to be and the emotions, and again, all the sensory things going on, and making sure that everybody is going to be okay and not overwhelmed with it. And remembering who needs what and making sure, I don't know about everybody else, but something that's hard for me, especially with these events when like it's something that's out of the norm, is also forgetting not only to make sure that I ate, but that my kids ate. we're like, okay, you know what? We normally eat dinner at 6 p.m., but we have a holiday party tonight at 6 p.m. And maybe the invite doesn't say that there's food or there's dinner or whatever. And we get there and the kids are like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, fuck, that makes perfect sense that you're hungry. But we just got here and there's not food. And so, like, there's just so many things. Yes.
People who plan parties during normal food times. And granted, like, I really am calling the kettle black or whatever the
Yeah.
term is. Are you okay? Goodness. Like, that makes me so angry. If they don't offer food during normal food times. Again, I can't say much because my wedding, my previous marriage wedding, whatever, we didn't have full food. We just had pie served.
Yeah.
And it was during dinner time.
Yeah.
And we had to make do with what we had for the time. It was fun. It was beautiful.
It was.
Anyways, but especially holiday parties, you think of food, not just Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But or American Thanksgiving, because other countries don't celebrate it because it's really not a real holiday, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like, gluttony is strong right now in this season. That's why everyone's like, I'm going to put on my holiday weight and whatever.
Yeah.
And fuck it if you do. It's good food we only have once or twice a year. Calm down. You're fine. But, like, I don't know. That drives me nuts when people do that. And they're like, oh, well, we're hosting this from 6 to 11. Okay. And there's no food? Just a lot of booze half the time.
Yes.
That, like, and like, you know me. I'm not here to judge anyone for drinking. Make sure you're smart about it. First of all, holiday season, everyone's drinking. Second, don't bring a drive. Never. And make sure that you're eating. Like, pace yourself. You don't need a hangover to know that you drank the night before. You'll still get bloated if you're anything like me. You can think about drinking and get bloated from it. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also like, if you're truly not going to have food or you're just going to have snacks, not like dinner, call that out on the invitation. Because that's the other thing too, is when it's not called out, I think people assume. And or for me, I don't even like I don't know, just the way my ADHD brain works, I guess. I don't even think about that. I don't even process the dinner, like I was saying. So if it's called out on an invitation, I'll be like, oh, okay, we need to make sure we eat before.
Yeah.
Or we need to, just not eat before because they're going to be serving dinner, because then you show up and you're full and they're serving dinner and you're like, oh, I'm not going to eat. And I guess people pleasing fears, that's rude, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not going to eat, you're not going to eat.
No,
people please decide.
No. If you come to one of my parties and you don't eat my food, I'm going to be very offended, because I'm the type of person that, so you know me, obviously. I don't like to ask for help, especially when it comes to dinners that I am planning or parties that I am planning. It's like a full multi-course meal when I'm planning things. So it's like, if you come and you've already eaten, you don't need to show up. Because I have literally spent the past 48 to 72 hours prepping everything for this meal. So get the fuck
That's
out.
fair. But I feel like the invitations that, or the parties that you host that would involve that, are not like, you're not inviting 30 plus people.
That's true.
It's like a smaller,
That's
like
true.
close knit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah. All right, fine.
So the expectations are a little bit different.
Yeah. And if you know me and I've invited you to my home for a festive something, you're getting fed.
Bet your ass there's going to be food.
Probably some form of pasta. A couple years ago, I'm pretty sure you came and we did a pasta bar.
Yes, it was so good.
So good and so
Yes.
easy. I was stressed out like no other. Back then, it was back in my smoking days, so I was out smoking as soon as one of my friends showed up. But I was like, holy shit. Because I used to get so stressed out when I did them, because, I don't know, I like to stress myself out sometimes, apparently. But now it's like, so I'm hosting a festive thing later this month and I'm excited for it. Like, I mean, I'm taking little steps so I don't overwhelm myself at the last minute. I'm pumped and ready for it. By the way, there will be food.
Sweet. Love it.
I'm sorry, I just hijacked this again.
No, you're fine.
I don't even remember.
By the way, let me know what I can help with.
Oh, I will. I will this time. For realsies. Maybe. Good.
So with being neurodivergent during this time, a lot of emotional dysregulation happens. if you are neurodivergent, you may notice you're more irritable. You have shutdowns, checking out, withdrawing yourself or people around you, right? Just because there's so much pressure and stimuli from every single corner and area. There's also a really big pressure to appear quote unquote normal, right? So the masking happens because you're in spaces with people so much more, right? And so you have to mask. And masking in itself is exhausting because you're essentially like you're being something that you're not. You're trying to fit in with everybody. You're trying to make sure you're being perceived as normal and all of these things, right? So there's so many different pieces to that makes that so exhausting. And I mean, especially depending upon like the dynamics of you and your family or you and your coworkers or like all of these parties that you're going to, it can be just so much to be there and mask and make sure you have the right holiday energy and joy and you're smiling and you're festive and you're all the things, right? You're not being too quiet. You're not being too loud, like all of the things. And it can also be a lot harder to hold your boundaries too, because again, in a lot of these spaces, like, oh my God, okay, it's once a year. I can deal with my crazy uncle that never seems to remember the things that I tell him not to speak to me about, right? I can just put it off. It's fine, whatever. Which, I mean, I feel like that's not just for neurodivergent individuals. But yeah, just the mind track of it's once a year, it's fine, we can deal with it.
Yeah.
Can be so mentally exhausting. Holiday pressure hits neurodivergent brains differently, not because we're weaker, but because the season pulls away the structure and predictability that we rely on. And it's crazy, like for someone, I think I've shared this before, as someone with ADHD, I thrive on routine, but I hate routine and I rebel against it so hard. And I'm like, it's going to be great. It's fine. Like, it's okay to go out of routine once in a while. I say every day. But it really does, like, it really does throw such a wrench in things and, like, really, and the predictability. Like, I love spontaneity, but being able to know what is happening in my routine, especially with my kids, right? Not just for myself. Like for myself, those things are fun, but like knowing what to expect with my kids and helping them to know what to expect, like it's so important. And so many of these things just it's just so crazy. It makes it so hard. So kind of wrapping up this first point of the myth of the picture perfect holidays. People pleasing is often a result to overstimulation, fear of conflict, and needing stability. Neurodivergent brains already feel out of sync in December, so we try to control the environment through pleasing. So people pleasing is also like so much more people. Yep. And that's exactly, it's not weakness, it's survival. Like it's what we feel like we have to do. And I think something that has been said to me, but one of the things that I try to keep in mind with people pleasing, because a big thing for me with the people pleasing is I don't want anybody else to be uncomfortable, right? And you know what, actually, maybe you shared this with me, or maybe it was a book. I don't know. Anyway, in a situation where people are going to be uncomfortable, either yourself or others, choose yourself in the way of not making you uncomfortable. Choose others' discomfort over your own. Don't discredit. Did it come from you?
It came from Untamed.
Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Okay. Your favorite book.
Shout out to Glennon.
But yes, always choose others' discomfort. Don't make yourself uncomfortable. And that's what people pleasing is, essentially, is we are trying to make sure that nobody else is uncomfortable.
No matter how uncomfortable we are.
And we're making ourselves so uncomfortable.
Yes,
so
1000%.
It's okay for other people to feel discomfort. They'll get through it. They'll get over it. Choose yourself and your peace. Protect your peace.
Protect your peace. I love that. Yeah. Yes. 1000%. 1000%. I'm here for it. All right. That was a good one.
Thanks. Number 2, what's yours?
Mine. This next part, because I was talking about being unhinged earlier, because I feel like this is my very, like, I am, this time last year, I was so full of grace and I was just trying to survive. I was like in my, like literal survival mode through the holidays here. I have moved beyond that. and I am in my unhinged holiday era. So buckle up, buttercups. Let's do this. So this next section is the unhinged self-care that actually works. We do things to protect ourselves and we don't even necessarily realize it. Or we dream about doing these things, right? So like, it doesn't have to be these big self-care day at the spa.
Yes.
Especially during the holiday season. Nobody's got time for that, right? So like, this can show up in so many different ways. Okay. So this is like when you're overstimulated, you can't handle it anymore. You go to the bathroom and you scroll. Sometimes we scroll. We act like we're taking a shit, but instead we're just scrolling with the door locked, praying that nobody comes looking for you. Or you go and take that 45-minute shower just to get away from the family drama and to just separate yourself just enough. And guess what? That's okay. Because if it's between pretending to shit for 45 minutes, or maybe it does take you that long to go to the bathroom, and if that's the case, you should probably look at talk to your doctor.
Probably.
But if that's what it's taking for you to recenter yourself, to come back and not be a mass murderer, do it. Like, take that time to yourself. Like,
Absolutely.
something I do, oops, let me just knock it around. Something I have learned to do this last year that really makes me happy is I like to do a lot of things alone. I like to go shopping alone, especially, which is really hard to do right now because as I'm learning very quickly, I have a partner who really likes to shop with me, which is great. It's wonderful. Like he is one of my favorite people to shop with.
Yeah.
But sometimes I like shopping alone. And that's okay because people are exhausting. I'm not saying he's exhausting, but sometimes I don't have the emotional or mental capacity, even for my partner, because I am so drained that I need to do things alone. So that's me going to the grocery store by myself, or even me going Christmas shopping by myself. And that's okay. It's not like a lot of people are like, well, we do this as a family. Every year we do this as a family. Like, I know that some of my friends, like, it's a big thing. Like, it's their aunts, their uncles, their cousins, like the entire family go and they camp out the night before or Thanksgiving night and like all of these things. And I'm just like,
that sounds exhausting.
Being around the people. I love shopping. I love finding great deals. I can't do the people all the time. And that's okay.
And all the chaos, because it's like holiday shopping it's not regular shopping. There's so many more people out and all over and don't put things back. And so the stores are a mess because people are just throwing stuff everywhere. Yeah, it's just so much.
And I don't know, we weren't going to go too political today, but here we go. I don't know if anyone else has noticed, and like there's been whistleblowers for a while now, especially about Schmarget. Can we call them out as a company or is that slander? Idea. So there's this one store that rhymes with Margaret, kind of. Anyhow, they have been caught and they have employees that have left that have stated they cover the prices on the boxes and raise the price and say it's on sale.
What?
Yeah. Just for the weekend of not even just for, but starting the weekend of Thanksgiving.
My God.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's so dishonest. There's some things online when they're especially when they're drastic sales. I'm like, is this really I bought a pair of headphones around my birthday, I think last year or this year, online, and it said they were normally $200, but they were $35. And I was like, what the fuck? That's such a good deal. And then I bought them and I was like, you know what? These are not worth $200. And I looked them up again a month or two later and same thing. It was still on sale for $35. I was like, these are not $200 headphones. There's no way.
Yeah.
And it's a tactic because, people are like, oh my gosh, sale. It's on. I don't know how long this is going to last. This is such a good deal. I have it right now. That's so dishonest.
It's so dishonest. But we live in a very consumerist society, unfortunately. And so big box stores can do stuff like that. And then you also have places that do really awesome deals, like Bath and Body Works. We were talking about it tonight on our way to dinner. Right now, like just for Thanksgiving Day and the day after, they did the buy 3 get 4 free online and in store. And unfortunately, I did not unfortunately, because I'm doing this for a cause. Like there's a reason I didn't do any spending, because we're both part of the blackout with big box stores and stuff like that. But it's just like some of them are so dishonest and others are so honest, like are a little too honest. And it always makes me nervous when Bath and Body does sales like that, because it's like, are you guys going out of business? Are you guys okay?
They do it so often. But also, like, call out, whatever. Make sure that if you're finding these deals online, you are at their actual website. Because I was scrolling on Pinterest, I think it was last year.
Yeah, no, I found one, I sent it to you and I asked you if it was real or not. And you had told me that you had found one and you're like, it's not real.
Yeah, because it was an ad on Pinterest. And so I was like, obviously it's legit. And I pulled it up and it was like, they were having all of these crazy, crazy sales. But I was like, I know that they do this stuff,
but not that much.
And so I don't remember how much I spent, but I bought a good amount. And then I don't remember, I think James was like, are you sure? And like, we looked at our card and the charge that came through had nothing to do with Bath and Body Works. And then I had called them and they were like, well, we have sales like that all the time. I don't know, maybe it's an online thing. And I was like, okay. But then I went to their actual website. They had no sales like that.
Dang it. That's the pits. Yeah, you need to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Anyhow, sorry, I got totally distracted with our
side tangent.
With our side tangent here. Okay. Another unhinged self-care thingy that works. When people invite you, part of the a decoy? Yeah, we'll call it a decoy. For when people invite you places, or anyone, saying you have plans when your plans are to be home. That is my favorite thing to do right now.
Yes.
I do have plans.
With myself
at home. My plan is to not go out. My plan is to not people. Or my plan is to not spend money. Like whatever my plan is, it's none of anyone's business, but just be home. Just be chill.
That's such a good call out though, because I feel like part of our people pleasing, right, is we feel like we can't just take time for ourselves. Like your plan can't just be for you to just, especially because people are like, oh, you're just going to be home alone. Like, come be with us. Come out with us.
Or let me come over.
Yeah.
No, I have plans.
I am happy being home alone. That is my self-care.
So even though it doesn't necessarily feel like they're not big plans, it's okay.
Yeah.
You have plans with yourself.
Yeah.
Just be.
Just like the Grinch said, dinner with myself. I can't cancel that again.
Turning off your phone, or not turning off, but like ignoring people, like not responding right away, not answering phone calls.
Or like with iPhone, turning on your sleep mode. Yeah. Focus mode, whatever it is.
And telling people you're going to sleep, or telling people that you fell asleep because you needed rest, not necessarily slumber.
Yes.
Because that's okay.
Because there's multiple types of rest, right?
Multiple types of rest. I mean, don't lie to everybody all the time, but like, it's okay to stretch the truth when it comes to your self-care. Another one, and I am so good at this one, rewatching comfort shows because your nervous system said so. I don't care that I have watched White Christmas 4 times in the past week. I'm going to continue watching it, and if you don't want to watch it with me anymore, that's fine. Get the fuck out. You're not going to make me feel bad about it. It's fine. It's like practical magic. I watch it at least once a month because it makes my soul feel good. It makes me feel good. White Christmas is that for me for the holiday season. And so is the Hallmark Baby, 9 Lives of Christmas, which is a Hallmark one.
Love the Hallmark shows.
Hallmark. They just get me. They just know me.
The sleigh.
The last one really is practicing no with no follow-up explanation.
Yes, no is a
sentence. It is also a complete answer. People think that it's bitchy when I just say no. I don't give a fuck. You don't deserve my full life story. I don't know. I don't want to go to lunch. No, I don't want to come and spend 4 hours with your family. no, I don't want to go shopping right now. Like, I don't want to make up an excuse. So just accept that my answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It's okay to say no and to stick with it. Like, we really need to make sure that your comfort habits don't like make us broken. They make us self-aware. So make sure you are within your comfort. Like what you said like the last thing you were talking about was with the people pleasing and the comfort and all of that stuff. Like keep yourself comfortable, especially right now, because again, this not just neurodivergent people. Everyone needs to stay sane right now. There's so much going on politically that has everyone already heightened. We don't need that to bleed into, like, we don't need that instability to bleed into the holidays that are already wildly unstable. Don't abandon yourself right now. As unhinged as it is, as messy as it is, do what you need to do to protect your peace. Which is great that we literally just ended the same way. I love that.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, so this actually leads me right into my next one, which is our third section, which is boundaries that will save your sanity. So these are just like little scripty things that you guys can steal, that we can steal, that we can use, okay? Just to get us out of things. Not even just get us out of things, but just to give us boundaries. And like if you need to practice saying them to yourself in the mirror or however you need to do this, like these are here to help. So first one, being wildly honest. So saying something like, I can't stay long, my social battery is dying. That sounds a little dramatic, but hey, I'm dramatic. That's okay. It's okay to be dramatic. We all have that one aunt, uncle, cousin
Mm-hmm.
who wants to talk about your relationship status, whether you're
Are you
with
seeing
someone. Are you
someone?
seeing
When are you going to get
someone?
married? When are you going to have kids?
Exactly. Exactly. How are you still single? What's happening here? Whatever. It's okay to say, I'm not discussing my relationship status today, but thanks. It's okay to be direct with people. It's okay to set that boundary very clearly. It's not rude. They'll probably take offense because how dare you want some type of boundary?
I mean, that also goes into the people pleasing though.
Mhm.
That question is either going to make you uncomfortable in how you're answering it, or they're going to be uncomfortable with you saying, no, we're not talking about that. Choose their discomfort. They can be uncomfortable. They shouldn't have asked the question.
Yeah, it's none of their goddamn business.
Yeah, they don't have any rights to anything in your life.
Yes, absolutely. Coming back to what you were saying about, especially as women, as mothers, for you as a mom, so much more is expected of us. Like, so much more is expected of us than any of the men ever, always. They make jokes about it on social media that write me a list of what you did last year and you can just do that again. How did you help me last year? And the men can't think of anything. Okay, that's not cool, first of all. Like, stop normalizing it. Stop turning it into a joke because it's not fucking funny. We're supposed to be in partnerships. We're not supposed to cater. Like, unless they are catering just as much to their partner, like.
Exactly. It is a partnership.
It is a partnership.
Especially if there are children involved, because it takes two to tango, baby. Like, not just one person responsible for them.
Exactly. So going somewhere, showing up, saying, I brought a dish, I did my part, I'm sitting down now.
Yeah.
That's okay. Do it. If someone else has a problem with that, that's on them. Make someone else uncomfortable so you aren't uncomfortable, so you are not overextending yourself. When it comes to gift exchanges, setting a limit can cause some issues for people, especially people who don't know how to stay within said limits. I am one of those people, but I don't usually cause a stink about it. But like, not everyone can afford everything. So if you are trying to set that boundary of we have a gift budgets are real. Okay. And use this. Gift budgets are real. Don't fight me on it. Gift budgets are real. Cool. Feel good? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I have one more, and this one is probably my absolute favorite. And this goes back to talking to when you were talking about how there's so many different, like, people are inviting us all the time and just swing by, just come on over, right? it's okay to say no to stuff like that. And if you need like a boundary, just say, no, I cannot just swing by. I'm protecting my peace. And that's okay. You don't have to say anything else. You don't have to explain what your peace needs to be protected from. It does not have to turn into a big discussion. I'm protecting my peace. No, thank you. Again, this topic and the last topic that I had are very big when it comes to like normalizing and protecting our mental health during the most overstimulating month of the year. So please, please, please protect yourself. It's okay. Just protect yourself. That's it. That's section 3.
Okay. Okay, section 4. So this is, we're wanting to talk through how to take care of yourself through holiday triggers and trauma responses.
Okay.
So first off, why do holidays, like, why are there triggers? Why are there traumas, right? I mean, there can honestly be so many different reasons for so many different people and situations. The season is layered with memory, right? There's so much with holidays about family get-togethers that you've always done, or what were holidays like when you were a kid, or like even just the nostalgia of it. It just like it brings up all the memories, right? Holidays are repetitive. Same dates, same rituals, same people. See, not always, but like that's, I think sometimes the culture, right? Of like, yeah, like you're getting together with your family. Yes, your family's getting bigger, but you're getting together with your family.
Yes.
And our nervous system remembers things, even if our mind has moved on, or even if we may not remember the specific scenarios, our nervous system remembers and can put our body into responses with that. Depending upon, I mean, how events went when you were younger, right? Being around your family, your childhood homes, because for some people, like grandparents, that home has been a home for forever, right? So even going back as an adult, like your childhood memories are there as well, which can bring things up. There's even certain foods or songs that can activate part of you that existed at the time of the wound. There's literally so many things that can bring up memories with all the senses.
So I actually read this thing that I read this thing online, and it said when we're triggered, we don't respond the age and the person that we are now. We respond the age and the person we were when the triggering thing happened. That's why, like with the holidays, a lot of the time people feel that child joy when certain things happen. It's because when we are triggered, whether we're triggered by something negative or by a glimmer, we return to that mentality that we were the first time we experienced it.
That's crazy. I love that call out that triggers are not always negative, because yeah, it's triggering a response, a memory. That actually kind of plays into something that I get into here.
Oh, perfect. You're welcome.
Thank you. And this kind of even ties in a little bit to the people pleasing too, especially I will say for women, sometimes also the oldest child, right? Like the one who takes care of everything. There's pressure to be the responsible one, the one who's helping to keep the peace and to put everything together and hold everything together, and the one who doesn't react to things, and like again, I guess just like keeps the peace, maintains. These roles often mirror the roles that you had as a child. Sometimes the kind of also going back to the first thing that I talked through, the myth of the perfect holiday, it can really, like, it can cause a lot of pain for people, especially thinking back on when you were younger, if you didn't have that.
Yeah.
But that's the image that's put out, that everybody's this happy family and you all have, these get-togethers and all these presents and all these whatever. And that's not a reality for a lot of people. So that can be super damaging to see that. Everywhere you look online, the pictures of people, the commercials, I know we just talked about the fun Hallmark movies, but the Hallmark movies, right? Like the perfect images, that can trigger grief, envy, sadness, like a lot of different feelings with that. And or depending upon where you're at right now in your life, right? If you had pictured it being different or want it to be different, whatever, right? You can picture all of that. There's also so many other things during this time of year. We talked about constant stimulation, disrupted routines. There's also a lot of financial pressure because are you buying presents for your immediate family? Are you buying presents for your friends, for your coworkers, for your aunts and uncles, for like all of these different people? And that can be a lot. The holidays don't create our wounds. They brighten the stage where they were originally formed, which kind of goes to what you were saying of you go back to that time that it was. So, I mean, a big thing with this, I think, is maintain your boundaries. Kind of like you were just saying, like practice those things of saying no and maintaining your boundaries. Because it's even sometimes if you're okay going to a party, like a family party, but there's an individual there that you're not okay with, setting that boundary that like, because it's so sad to me. I feel like there's so many families. I don't know. I guess I'm just throwing this out there. I don't have statistics or anything, but there, especially, I feel like older generations that try to cover up or overlook trauma. There can be an individual in your family that has caused you and potentially others trauma in one way or another, but they're family. So it's okay. They're still invited. We're all going to be good. Everything's fine. Put it in the past. No.
What's done is done.
Yeah.
You've moved on. You're doing great now. Why does it matter if they come?
Yeah. No. Protect your peace.
Protect your peace.
Take care of yourself and your extensions. Also with this, so going into where trauma comes from, your inner child, you can acknowledge yourself instead of pushing through, like saying, you know, again, like those things that we've said, like, oh, it's one time a year. It's fine. I can go to these things. I can do these things, whatever. Instead of just pushing through, you can talk to yourself and try to understand that scared child that's inside, right? You can say things like, I see why this is hard for you. Don't judge yourself. Witness yourself. Witness the things that you're going through and try to understand the emotional need. What did I need back at the time that this happened? Or like what do I need to make me not feel these things right now, right? Did you need safety, comfort, being believed, a break, permission to be imperfect, whatever it may be? If you're able to identify that and give that to yourself.
Yes.
And be so soft with yourself. Offer gentleness, not perfection. Yes. This doesn't mean that you suddenly know how to do everything right. It means that you are not abandoning yourself the way that you once had to. That's really what it is, right? When we're triggered from something, it's something, because like, I mean, this isn't like holiday things, but being a parent, you don't understand until you're like thrown into it. Like even being a parent for 11 plus years at this point, there are so many things at our different stage, right? That trigger me and trigger my childhood trauma and the things, you know, that I'm like, you can't act like that. You can't do that. But then it's like, wait, but why? That's my inner child being like, that's not safe to do. We can't do that. And you have to be so gentle with yourself and take a step back and like, okay, why is that not safe? It is. It's okay. Like we're okay now. And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
To learn that and be aware of that in all different spaces. Again, with boundaries. Set boundaries that protect not only you, but your inner child. The things that you need and that you have needed. Sorry if that was loud. Touch it. Boundaries become less about controlling others and more about providing safety for the younger version of you, which let's just be clear here. Boundaries are not about controlling others. Boundaries are about protecting your peace and taking care of you. People can see them that way and people don't always respond well to our boundaries.
Right.
But that's on them. That's not ours.
Yeah.
We are setting boundaries for ourselves and our needs.
Yes.
Taking care of us.
Yes.
You can also create a new ritual that speaks directly to what your inner child missed. Maybe it's rest, maybe it's play, maybe it's a quiet moment, maybe it's doing nothing at all. Reparenting is giving your inner child the soft landing that they never had during this season. I've got two more things within this topic. Giving yourself permission to not repeat painful traditions. So within the trauma and the triggering, right? You don't have to do these things. Even if it's you're a parent and you have your kids now and you're wanting to follow through with traditions, if these traditions didn't meet what you needed or they were painful for one reason or another, you don't have to repeat them. You don't have to do those traditions. You can set that and you can change that.
You don't have to beat kids Krampus style if you don't want to. What did you say? I said you don't have to beat your kid Krampus style.
Oh my God, please
you don't
don't
want
do
to.
that.
I mean, to each their own. I would feel like that would probably be very damaging to my inner child if I had gone through that, so I probably wouldn't do it to mine. Instead, I have cats, so they don't even have to worry about Krampus.
That's good. That's good.
Well, dang.
That's funny. That's funny. Maybe even also with this, like, understanding the
Your
traditions.
kids.
Yeah, please don't ever. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's
No.
not okay. That's illegal.
It's illegal. Let's not do it.
But I mean, that begs the question of, with this tradition, like, what are we getting from this tradition?
Right.
Why do we have this tradition? Am I just doing it because it's something that I did when I was younger too, and then before them, and them, and whatever? Is something positive or fun or beautiful or whatever coming from this tradition?
Right.
Or is it just simply a tradition? Like, something that I thought of when I was talking through this, which this one isn't like, I don't know that it's super triggering or traumatic for me, but it's something that I have, I don't know, like, noticed, and it's been brought to light in multiple spaces. But the tradition of, like, the songs and everything with Santa Claus, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows if you've been good or bad. All of the, during the season, all of the parents and the grandparents, like, hey, Santa can see you. Make sure you're being good. Make sure you're doing the things you need to be doing so you can get your presents. I hate that for so many different reasons. But, and that's like, that's not like a personal tradition or a family tradition, right? Like, that's like a season tradition of people getting that out there and saying that Santa's always watching you.
Well, so is God, but we still have really fucked up
And
people.
I think that's kind of where it comes from, right? The Christian base of,
There's nothing
God
Christian
can
about
see all.
Christmas.
That's
Just so we're
that's
aware
where it
of.
started, but it's very commercialized now. But I think like that, so it could.
Christmas isn't Christian. Christians took Yule and created Christmas because it was too witchy. Christmas is not an actual, Jesus was not born on Christmas Day. Just, sorry.
No,
I got really heated just now. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
I'm
good.
like, no, that is
You're
not,
good.
this is
No,
fake news here.
Hey, me going off
Sorry.
of
Go on.
my childhood, right?
Yeah.
That makes so much sense, and I know that as you're saying that, I know that. But that's, especially here in Utah, though, like, that's the,
'tis the reason for the season.
yes,
Actually,
Christ Mass, Christmas, yeah,
yes, yeah.
yeah. But anyway, I hate that. I don't know. I guess that's super relatable.
Sorry,
It's
I
what we're
didn't
talking
get
through.
so
But
heated.
no, you're
My
fine.
bad.
It's fine. It's fine. But that's one tradition that I'm like, what are we getting out of this? My children think that some random white man can see what they're doing at all times and knows if they're being good.
Hey, they
or
have black
bad.
Santas now. And they are the cutest things ever.
I love that. I love that. And as we should have diversity, because it's, yeah, we should.
I'm not going to lie. Black Santa is way cuter than old white Santa.
100%.
Like, I think, like, never mind. We're just going to not go there because that was going to get real dirty real fast. Sorry, Mom.
No, you're good. But
I
yeah,
said, sorry, Mom.
you said mom?
I said, Mom.
I didn't hear mom. It's okay, sweetheart.
Oh, hilarious.
But yeah, anyway, just being mindful of the traditions that you have and the things that you're bringing, if you have children, to your children, if it's you and whoever, like, to your home, to your holiday season. Tradition. So I feel like I've kind of said this too. Tradition isn't obligation. Like, it's just, you grew up doing this. So again, like, make sure you're being purposeful with it. Like, you don't have to uphold a tradition just because you did it when you were younger. Your parents did it and whatever. That's the beauty of adulthood. It gives you the power to evaluate what nourishes you and what is, again, what are you getting from this and what is the reason behind it.
Okay.
You're also allowed to choose comfort over consistency. If a tradition drains you, confuses your kids, or recreates an old wound, you're allowed, or reshape it into something that works for you and or your children. Again, you don't have to repeat it. Breaking a pattern is a healthy tradition. Your healing becomes your family's new ritual. even if you're the first one in generations to do it. Our generation is all about breaking generational things, right?
Hell yeah, we are.
The unhealthy ones.
Yeah.
Do it. Don't do the tradition just because it's a tradition. Make sure it has meaning and something in it for you and or those involved.
I love it. I'm here for it. Fuck yeah.
And you don't have to justify it. People may question you, but just like we were saying before, no, or I don't need to, I mean, whatever response would be, right? Is a complete sentence. You don't have to give information behind it. You don't have to justify things. You don't have to explain yourself
to anyone for anything. Unless you've gotten in trouble with the law, you probably want to explain yourself to your lawyer.
That's fair. I love that.
But aside from a fucking lawyer, you don't need to explain yourself.
Yeah, no.
You're a grown-ass human. Just don't be shitty about it.
Also, if you do have kids, your kids benefit from the shift because ultimately you're helping to regulate yourself and take care of yourself. And a regulated parent creates the safest environment more than any tradition ever will. Traditions are supposed to hold you, not hurt you. You're allowed to create ones that feel safe and feel good. And the last thing with this piece is how to walk away without guilt. I feel like this will be short because it was kind of like, I feel like you kind of shared that already as far as like saying no and holding your peace. So ultimately, honoring your guilt without obeying it. Guilt is often just an old survival response, going with the people pleasing, right? I'm going to make someone upset. That's an unsafe thing for me to make certain people upset. It's okay to feel that and to recognize that and to release it and to hold your boundaries. Discomfort doesn't equal wrong. Others may be disappointed, but that doesn't mean that you've made the wrong choice. It just means that they are adjusting to a new tradition, a new version of you, a new what. Anchor yourself and your why and let this be your compass. Maintain your boundaries and know that protecting yourself is not selfish. It's self-respect, it's nervous system care, it's reparenting, it's breaking patterns for your future self that you will thank yourself for. So I guess recap on this one. Take care of yourself. Be mindful of your triggers and trauma responses. And at the end of the day, I mean, again, I think the resounding message here is protect your peace. Choose yourself. You don't need to put yourself in situations that you don't want to be in just because it's tradition or it's the holiday season or whatever.
Can I speak to one thing that you said towards the end there?
Never.
Thank you. Here I go. So you had said like, or your guilt without obeying it. So this was the very first year I showed up to Thanksgiving. So you guys, as we are releasing this on the 6th of December, but we are recording on the 29th of November. So the day after the U.S. Thanksgiving. Yesterday was the first day that I showed up to Thanksgiving empty-handed. Did so, not intentionally, because I always at least offer to bring something. But this was the first year that I actually didn't even offer because earlier this week I had a very stressful, well, last week and early this week, I had to go to the memorial of my former father-in-law, which was one of the hardest memorials I've ever gone to. He was a pain in my ass, but one of my favorite pains in the asses, especially towards the end. He and I had a really good relationship. And so I've had a really rough week and just processing everything and being around my former in-laws was beautiful but hard because it wasn't like just my immediate in-laws. It was the entire family and seeing everyone for the first time since I got divorced and all of this stuff and seeing people there that used to be such monumental people. I mean, I obviously saw my ex there and that was hard. Not for the reasons that a lot of people would think that it was hard. Because like at this point, I'm not as angry anymore with her, but it was still hard because like I know her and I wasn't there for her in the way I always thought I would be because we're no longer together. And I mean, that in itself is weird and it's weird to process everything, but I didn't offer to bring anything to Thanksgiving yesterday because I'm still not 100% from it because I lost a very important man in my life and that really sucks. But like I did that and at first like I was driving up and I was trying to, because I don't talk to my family about my former in-laws because we just don't talk about it. So I don't tell that part of my family about them. So I'm like trying to think of excuse after excuse on why I forgot. And then by the time I like pulled up in their driveway, I'm like, I'm not even going to tell them anything. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about it. This week has been a lot for me. And at first I was guilty, and then I wasn't. Like I just moved forward. And that felt so good. Like, granted, I tried to keep myself busy while I was there to seem helpful, like I was doing something, but like I had enough on my plate, and that was okay. It was okay.
I love that.
It turned out okay.
That's so beautiful because we're not we're not always at 100%, but giving our 100% is
Different.
it's not always quote unquote 100. You showing up and being able to be in that space.
And I showered for those folks.
Look at you. Not only did you show up, you showed up clean.
I showed up clean and smelling nice.
That can be a lot. So you put in a lot of effort to that. And it can be so hard because sometimes people don't recognize that. And that's, where the guilt comes in of, oh, I'm maybe not showing up the way that they want me to or the way they think I should be. But it's not always, we're not always able to give everything. Or what we can give or are giving is not always seen as everything that it is.
Yes, absolutely. Exactly. Okay. So section 5. I'm not going to lie. This one's probably my favorite for this episode because this is the petty, chaotic, yet healthy December self-care.
I love it.
Because healing is great, but a little December level chaos is sometimes necessary, right? So the first one is blocking people until January 2nd, if not permanently. So the petty part of this is there's nothing more iconic than blocking someone for the entire holiday season, right?
Yes.
It's not forever. It's just a holiday break for people who love the chaos a little too much. And why the fuck not? They want to chaos themselves. Have at it. It's not mine. It's something I'm learning right now very heavily is that although I thought I missed chaos in my life, the calm is where it's at.
Once it comes back, you're like, no.
Yeah. I'm like, nope, no.
Backtrack.
Take a deep breath. No. The healthy part, blocking isn't necessarily punishment. It's protecting your nervous system. Sometimes the healthiest thing that we can do is create like digital distance from people who like drain us or demand too much of us or don't respect boundaries or send emotionally loaded texts. So if I wake up tomorrow and I'm blocked from everyone who listens and blocked from you, I get it. Because man, do I trauma dump all the time.
You ask if there's space though. So
yeah, I do. I try. I don't with everyone, unfortunately, but I do try. And some people that like tend to just spiral right around the holidays. Again, I am a walking red flag, so it doesn't surprise me when I'm the one that gets blocked. Like, keep in mind, although like I'm calling it like we're blocking people, like it's not a punishment. It's just a seasonal boundary. Because sometimes some people are fear mongers around this time of year, and they are pot stirrers and shit starters, and we don't need that. My peace is more important than anything right now for me, especially other people's reactions. Because that's theirs.
yes.
I'm just living my life. It's like this time last year, or probably, I don't know, sometime in the winter around the holiday season last year, I had a lot of hate that I was feeling from outside sources. And I literally was just lying in my bed having a stare off with bad dad. Imagine hating me and all I'm doing is having the first stare off of the year. Fuck off. That's yours. That's not mine. Keep in mind when we are temporary blocking people for the holiday season. Sometimes these temporary blocks can actually save relationships because sometimes we overextend ourselves during the holiday seasons and the worst parts of us come out. And sometimes people aren't ready for that. Sometimes your relationships aren't ready for that yet. So if you need to take a step back during the holiday, it's cool. It's absolutely fine. Plus, like, maybe this is just me. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you've felt it too. There's just something like that just hits right after you've hit that block button.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Like, it's just like,
It's like physical weight. You're just like, oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's just done.
yeah.
And you're done for however
Cute
long.
angels. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And like I said, like sometimes though, like the breaks, the holiday breaks can save relationships because we're just going to call it as it is. Holidays are fucking toxic.
100%.
Okay. This whole shebang is fucking toxic. And like it just intensifies relationships. The hard parts of relationships shine the brightest right here. It's okay. I'm not saying be single if you're married. Like, that's not at all what I'm saying.
We were on a break.
Okay, Ross, calm down. But like, it's the toxic dynamics that we are breaking free from. Like you've been saying this whole time. The toxic dynamics that we are breaking free from are here. It's on repeat for a lot of people. Take a step fucking back. It's all good. You're good. You can do this. Like,
Yes.
block people. It's okay.
Yes.
Even if it's just for the season. Maybe you have a cousin that really is not the best around the holidays. Or maybe they're one-uppers around the holidays. Block them through the holidays. Stop scrolling their social.
You can also unfollow people
You can
on social.
unfollow them. Or just restrict their views and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do whatever.
Well, and unfollowing, I mean, I guess I'm thinking of Facebook specifically. I don't know about Instagram and TikTok. But unfollowing, you can remain friends, but you don't want to see their posts.
Oh, nice.
So they don't know that you're not seeing their posts.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, just do
I
what you
guess
gotta
following
do.
on TikTok is following, so. But even still, you couldn't, I mean, I was gonna say you can unfollow and then refollow, but I guess they'll get the notification.
They'll get the notification, yeah.
I think you can mute people though.
Probably, because I know you can on Instagram.
Yeah.
Speaking of muting, that brings us to our next point. Our next petty and unhinged thing that we can do to protect ourselves. And by protect ourselves, I mean, this is what I'm doing. Not really. Some of them, yeah. Which ones? You'll never know. The next one is muting entire family group chats.
Yes. Oh my gosh, group chats can be so much.
Yeah. So the petty part, not muting a person, but muting the whole chat. It's bold, it's unhinged, it's deliciously freeing.
I love
If
that.
you will.
It's so true.
But the healthy part about it is that family group chats in December are overstimulating. Just like you said, they're a lot. Like everyone's talking all at once. There's 49 gifs a minute, which is really
Then
just
a reaction
and all this, which is really just the caps and Aries every day. But and someone is arguing about who the fuck is bringing the goddamn dinner rolls. If I have to listen to one more conversation about why one person is bringing dinner rolls again and everyone else has to bring something real, it's like, do you really trust this person to bring anything other than dinner rolls? Seriously? Do you think that maybe there's a reason they're always assigned dinner rolls? It's me. I'm always assigned dinner rolls.
Okay, well, you make amazing rolls.
I do make amazing rolls. That's why, well, that and I don't think that the rest of my family's actually had my cooking. Like my actual cooking. So they don't
Honestly,
know.
you should keep it that way so you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's good. And they'll be like, oh, girl, moving forward.
Right. They're going to be like, you're going to have to bring an actual dish now. And I'll be like, fuck. No, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I
Rolls are
can't.
it.
I've been assigned roles for the past 30 years. I'm good.
Yes.
But yeah, so like, it's fine. Muting lets you engage on your timeline, not on everyone else's. Like, we're not, like, with that being said, like, we're not ignoring it. We're very aware it's there. We still get the notification number. We're just not getting the constant buzzing, right? So we're not ignoring it. We're just pacing our energy. And that's a good thing to do.
Yep.
Because families are a lot. Not just our biological families. Chosen families are a lot sometimes. Like a lot.
It also depends on, like, I feel like there's sometimes where magically everyone else in your group chat has this day off and you're working and they're just conversing back and forth, back and forth. And you're like, I'm trying to work and I'm so stressed because I have 84 notifications on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. By muting the group chats, talking to your 84 notifications, once you mute it, that's relieving the pressure to respond immediately.
Yes.
Which is probably why a lot of group chats need to be muted. regularly, not just around the holidays. It'll also help reduce sensory overload, especially for our beautiful neurodivergent listeners.
Yes.
And this brings back like letting communication be intentional and not just reactive. So like keep in mind, like how I said right before with the previous thing, how like stepping away, how blocking people can save relationships. Muting yourself is a love or muting group chats can be a love language for those people. So you're not overstimulated when you respond to them. So you're not
Yes.
overwhelmed and just feisty as fuck because why the hell do you have 84 notifications? It's been 5 minutes since you last looked. It's a love language.
Love that.
This next one is my personal favorite of this section. Buying yourself a gift from Santa.
Yes.
The petty part, nothing screams healed, but still a little feral, like wrapping a gift from yourself and writing to me from Santa. But in all reality, like it's so healthy because this is like literal inner child reparenting. You're not waiting for someone else to make you feel seen. You're creating your own magic. So I am a firm believer that spoiling yourself does not make you selfish. It makes you emotionally literate because I know for me, receiving gifts is a big one of my love languages. I know that most people are like, oh my gosh, that is so selfish. It's so materialistic. Fuck off. It makes me feel
You know
good.
what you deserve.
I know what I deserve. It makes me feel good. So it's not selfish at all. I know what I deserve and I know what I want. And I don't want to pretend like someone who tried really hard and got it wrong did it right. Like why? Please give me a gift receipt with whatever it is people get me. Like,
yes.
and
And don't
those
be
that,
upset with people that use it. That's
yeah,
your intention in getting a gift should be for something that they want to use, not
yeah,
that if they don't like it or it doesn't fit or whatever, that's nothing against you.
exactly, exactly. So like by doing this, this is actually a way, like I said, this is reparenting your inner child, right? Because this is healing childhood holiday disappointments. I'm not waiting and getting overexcited for someone else to surprise me with what I asked for. I am getting what I want for myself. Obviously, not everything I want. I do have like certain things that I'm like, this is what I want from other people. But like certain things, like I'm very picky about like my bed stuff, like my sheets and my bedspread and like decor. I'm very picky about those things. So I will get something just for me that I know that I'm going to enjoy the hell out of.
I love that.
Thank you. This is also especially for those whose love language is gifts. And this is receiving love on your own timeline. And like with the whole, I think it's like Parks and Rec or something like that, where it's those two silly coworkers and they go and have a day to treat yourself. Like gifting yourself something small can shift your whole mood. So whether this gift from Santa is something big or small, like I've even like contemplated maybe I'm going to get myself an advent calendar because why not?
Yeah.
Little things every day.
Yeah.
Just to feel good.
Love that.
And I don't have to wait for someone to get me one.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, I don't think I've told anyone that I even want an advent calendar, but there is one that I do want on the TikTok shop. It's the crystal one. And I think I'm just going to get it. There's a crystal one and it's only like $25. And it's like, I think it's all 24 days. But they're like legit crystals. One of the girls that I follow who's a tarot reader has had like 3 of them.
Okay.
I'm like,
I love that though because it shows you because I feel like so often it's like we get ourselves the bigger things because we wouldn't want someone else to spend all that money on us, right? But it also shows you that you deserve the little things too. The
Yeah.
little this is not I mean crystals. You're obviously going to keep crystals, but even if it's a chocolate one because you like chocolate and there's just chocolate candies and all of them, it's temporary, but it makes you happy and it's something that you get to do for
It's a
12 to 24 days.
kindness to yourself.
Yes.
I love it. Like things like this, like it doesn't have, like you just said, it doesn't have to be huge things. It could just be tiny things. Like, okay, so for instance, the couch that we're sitting on, little me would be ecstatic that I have this, that I did it myself. Like, and when, not even just little me, like, I mean, of course, little me would be like, fuck yeah, that's good. Well, she wouldn't say fuck, but she'd be like, oh my goodness, that is such a beautiful couch. Like me a year ago would be like, fuck yes, I have this gorgeous couch. Do I lay on it all the time? No, I don't lay on it all the time. It's my podcasting couch, but it's still,
But it's here,
but
and
it's
you
here,
did
and
it.
I
You
did
can
it, and
come
I
look
love it.
at it at any time.
And I got it for me because I wanted it. And it's like, when you're healing, because as we've talked about many times before, I am still healing, because healing is not linear. It is hot mess express, and I'm here for it. Buying yourself gifts while you're healing hits different because it's not just a, I want it, I bought it, but it's a prize for making it through.
Mhm.
And I love that so much. Also, another big part of why I love buying yourself a gift from Santa or what. There's that joy of not pretending to like a gift you didn't ask for. Does that make
Say
sense?
that again.
There is the joy of not pretending like you like a gift that you didn't ask for.
Okay.
So it's like going back to the part about like not having to like put on that happy face of, oh, I love it. You tried so hard to get me what I wanted. You fucked up.
This is
Like,
not what I asked for, but
it's
thanks.
so great. I love it. No, I don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do it if I have to. But
Mhm.
at least if I'm getting it, I know I'm getting the one that I want. Like,
Yes.
this next part is creating a playlist that drowns out the world.
Yes.
The petty part, of course, is putting on headphones so you don't have to hear one more Christmas carol or family complaint is peak chaotic self-preservation. Like,
Love that.
and the healthy part is music regulates our nervous system. It grounds us. It creates a protective bubble in overstimulating spaces. So like we need to remember like sound is one of the easiest ways to regulate our bodies. Not just our minds, but our bodies. Like if we can't touch grass, music, right? And we can use these playlists, and we've talked about how powerful music is before, because we can use these playlists to shift our energy completely
Mm-hmm.
from overstimulated to completely zen, or
Yeah.
from anxious to calm, or
Mm-hmm.
angry to peaceful, like whatever. Like it helps so much, especially if you are neurodivergent.
Yes.
It can even help us regulate while we are in big crowds. And it helps us create emotional boundaries through sound, which I thought was so cool when I read that. I was like, hell yeah. So maybe find a song for this month or for however, whenever, um, that will like helps you instantly reset your mood. So like for me, I want to say it would be like probably Boogie Shoes.
Okay.
It's the song that if my life were a soundtrack, like if my life were a movie, that would be the opening credits song.
I don't think I know that song.
I don't even know who it is that sings it. It's an old one. It's a good one though. Okay, so the next one is outsourcing tasks to your partner and kids because you're fucking done. The petty part is delegating tasks at the most inconvenient time. Mid-holiday chaos can feel bold and slightly unhinged. The healthy part, it's not petty. It's just teamwork. It's refusing to carry the entire emotional and physical labor of the season. That's okay to not have to do it by yourself. If we all live, or if we live here, we all contribute. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Get off your ass and help with the goddamn food or help with the cleaning or whatever. Emotions run high. As we've talked about throughout this whole episode, emotions are high during this season, and it's okay to ask for help, Gabby. Jesus. Plus, this teaches your kids and your partners responsibility without resentment. So,
You can keep this up throughout the rest of the year. They can help with everything all the time.
Because delegating brings peace and fairness. It's not rocket science. It's just
no. It takes more than one
being
person to make a
cohesive.
household run.
Yeah, absolutely. Takes me and 3 cats.
You all play your parts.
Okay, the last one I'm going to talk about is leaving parties early with zero shame.
Yes.
Ghosting a holiday party at 8:47 p.m., not telling anyone, just gone. An Irish goodbye is iconic behavior.
Yes.
The healthy part of this. Leaving early is honoring your energy, your bandwidth, your overstimulation limit, and your desire to not force yourself to be on. You don't need an excuse. Feeling done is a valid reason. So just remember, like, I keep saying just remember. I've noticed that a lot in this episode. Sorry, folks, but one more thing for us to remember. Respect your body when it says you're done. When you are done, be done. It's okay. It is a-okay to just be done with a party or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There is a myth, or like, I guess, like, social conditioning has groomed us to believe that staying longer means you're being polite. That is such bullshit. There are those signs, the party signs that say, please leave by 9.
Yes, I
And
love
I
those.
love those. I really think that I might start getting them so people know. Or like, my favorite thing that I've been doing on party invitations is I give a start and an end,
Nice.
because I am tired before the party starts. Don't
want you there all the
overstay.
time.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out. Let me go to bed. I want to brush my teeth and put on my slipper socks.
Yeah.
Go away. You also need to do this because, like, you're building trust with your emotional capacity when you do this. When you honor yourself, when your body starts saying, hey, this is too much, I gotta go. And I actually noticed that the other day because I was planning on staying the entire memorial and I left early because my body started rejecting being there. Not in like a dramatic way by any means, but it was just like I started getting uncomfortable in different ways. Like, within my body, I started feeling uncomfortable, which is my telltale sign that I am reaching my limit.
Yeah.
And I left. And that was hard to leave because there was that guilt there, right?
Yeah.
I also, once I got home, I was okay. So, like, it's hard to do. A lot of the time it's hard to do, but it's okay to just leave when you're done. You don't have to stay for the whole thing, especially if it is a party where the drinks are free flowing. Once you're done, be done.
Yes.
And make sure that you are safe and you are not driving intoxicated. Get an Uber home or a Lyft or a sober friend.
Or plan on staying where you
Plan
are.
on staying where you
That's an
are.
option.
Yeah.
A safe option.
If it's a safe option.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
Plan ahead.
Plan the fuck
And
ahead.
even if you, I mean, sometimes things change, but just, be smart with it.
So, with all of that being said, like, these little unhinged behaviors, they're not actually unhinged. They're your nervous system asking for a break. They're boundaries dressed up in humor, like their survival disguised as chaos. And honestly, it's the healthiest December vibe that I've ever had. So I'm going with it.
I love it. It's beautiful. You feel good?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Back to you.
All right. All right. Last part we got of this topic today is cozy, intentional choices. Your soft December era, if you will. We're ending on heart, softness, and empowerment.
I love that.
You can do this by making space for stillness. Stillness is not the absence of activity, it's the presence of awareness.
Oh, that's good. That's some good shit right there. That shit books.
It does. You don't have to escape your life to slow down. You can just pause long enough for your nervous system to catch up with you. December tries to rush us with holiday lists, events, timelines, invitations. I mean, all the things that we've talked through, right? Everything feels urgent. So stillness is your quiet rebellion.
Love that. Quiet rebellion. Those are the fucking best. Block those bitches.
You can also be small in your stillness, right? Because like you've said too, like in your self-care, it doesn't have to be this whole big long spa day. Like, you can take moments of time. So even with your stillness, you can take 30 seconds of breathing. You can, when you're going to a family party or you're going to an event, sit in your car for a minute and just breathe and just take that moment in before you walk into the chaos and the crazy. Wake up without grabbing your phone immediately. That's a hard one, though.
That's a hard
It's
one.
a really hard one. Making your tea or your coffee intentionally and taking a moment to enjoy it before hopping into your phone or hopping into all of the craziness. Stillness is not laziness.
Mm-mm.
It's alignment.
Oh,
Yes. Some good one-liners in here.
preach.
The next thing we're doing is we are choosing joy on purpose.
On purpose.
On fucking purpose.
Because we deserve joy.
Yes, we do. And joy can look so different for so many people.
So many differences.
So many differences.
Yes.
So many different versions.
Yes.
Joy doesn't always just fall into your lap. In the chaos, sometimes you have to reach for it. We're not doing forced cheerfulness, but real joy. Intentional joy can be quiet, personal, and honest. It can be a playlist, like you talked about. It can be a favorite candle, during this time of year, a favorite decoration, or like something that I think of, which is so funny that I haven't gotten it yet. I guess now I'm not going to because my oldest let me know that they don't like it. But, during this season, when you walk into the stores and outside they have those pine cones, so like cinnamon smelly.
Yes.
I love those so much. They smell so good.
Uh-huh.
My oldest child disagrees and doesn't like them. So I'm a little sad about that. But
That's fine. They don't have to stick their face in it.
I mean, fair. I could put it in like my office or something.
Yes. But stop people pleasing. They're freaking pine cones. Get yourself some pine cones and put them in your office.
Intentional joy can also look like playing with your kids in a way that feels fun for you, letting yourself laugh. Laughter is such a beautiful thing. Saying no to what stills your energy. We've talked a lot on that today. And saying yes to what lights you up, even if nobody else understands it. You can redefine joy each day. Some days joy is big. Some days joy is, I didn't lose myself today.
Hey.
All of those count.
Yeah.
Yes. Joy becomes powerful when it's chosen, not performed.
I hope you guys can hear the snaps. That was good. That's some good shit.
Okay, I've got 2 more pieces to this.
Okay.
Giving yourself grace, which I feel like this is something we've kind of talked through a little bit, and I personally feel like I throw this into every topic that I can because it's such a beautiful thing and it's so necessary, and we so often don't do it. We're just so sad we don't put ourselves first. Grace is a permission slip your nervous system needs. You don't have to be the perfect parent, partner, friend, host, human, anything in December or ever. We don't have perfection is not real. It's not same.
Right.
So give yourself grace. Grace replaces pressure with compassion. Instead of saying, I should have done more, I should have done this, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Shift to, I did what I could with the energy that I had. We kind of talked through this a little bit of like you giving your all or your 100% can be different depending upon where you're at and what you have to give.
Love it.
Grace lets you be human, because that's the thing is perfectionism is not human. We are not it's not a thing. Being human is being messy, being slow, not always having a response for everything, forgetting things, not meeting expectations. This is life. It's not failure. It's life. And every day can look different and some days look better than others, but it's life. And we need to be okay with that. Grace doesn't mean lowering your standards. It means stopping self-punishment. Grace is choosing to treat yourself the way that you treat people you love. You give other people grace and also hard on other people. Give yourself the same. And then again, kind of going off of what you were talking about with your playlist, picking something that helps you feel rooted. Rooted is your home base in a season that pulls you in 1,000 directions. Picking one grounding thing keeps you connected to yourself. It can be a morning practice, song, a scent, a walk, a journal moment, a boundary. It's just something that you can realistically come back to. It doesn't have to be a whole routine or a whole list or a whole bunch of things, right? It's something that says, I'm still here, I'm still me. Your root becomes your reset button. Each time you return to it, you feel more regulated, more present, more. Pick one thing that makes you feel rooted and let it be your December compass.
I love that. I love that because that's keeping it from becoming, just keeping December from becoming all expectations. And it brings it back to you. Brings it back to self.
Yes.
Brings it back to reality.
Yes.
I love that.
That's
So
what I have for you.
I love it. That was beautiful. That was stunning, really. I'm thrilled. Thrilled.
Thanks. Me too.
So I feel like for today's episode, like self-care during the holidays, like it doesn't have to look pretty. Like to sum up this whole episode,
Yeah.
this longer episode, but here we are. Self-care doesn't have to look pretty during the holidays. It just has to support the version of you who's trying their best. Like whatever peace looks like this December, choose it and choose it unapologetically.
Yep.
I feel complete. Do you feel complete?
I do feel complete.
Then that's a wrap on this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us in the chaos.
We hope you had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to like, comment your favorite moments, comment what you want to hear next, subscribe, and share with your family and friends.
That would vibe with us.
Yes. Be intentional in your sharing.
Yes, be intentional. And don't forget to follow us on social media for more gorgeous pandemonium throughout the week. We're getting so good at this.
Until next time,
we'll see you
next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.